Hello, welcome to another edition of Hooks on Fine Arts. My name is Jose Bass. I am the Fine Arts Director and the music teacher and orchestra teacher at South Lake Christian Academy. This is a report on everything that your children have been working in my classroom. Today is Friday, September 14th, and I know the weather is out there kind of crazy, but I hope you stay safe, everyone. I'm very happy to say that second grade students, we are off a great start. We started the year with foundations on pitch perception and ear training through the Kodai sign. At this moment, your children have been working and they have memorized do, mi, so, and putting together a pitch to that to those signs, and that is very important because as they grow up and they become more mature, their voices become more mature, they get exposed to different styles of music, and they should be able to match pitches. And the Kodai sign is essential for them to be able to do that. Eventually, they're going to be part of choirs, worship bands, the drama, the drama production, and that will help them to sing properly in tune. But not only the pitch perception, we also started with rhythm foundations on steady beats, introducing the quarter notes, introducing the eighth notes, and so we have been having a lot of fun. Our third grade students, we have been reviewing everything that has to do with rhythm perception, and then we started to introduce the notes on the staff. We started with the lines and spaces on the staff, and the illustration that I gave them was the palm sign, the palm of their hands using their fingers, every finger being a line of the staff. Line 1, line 2, line 3, 4, 5. Every good boy does fine. And at this point, we're working on the line, specifically on the third line, which is line B, which is the first note that they will learn, they have been learning on their recorders. We started the first page on Recorder Express, so the students are expected to take their recorders home and to practice the first page on learning how to play B. The orchestra students, we're talking about the fourth, fifth, and sixth grade orchestra students. We have been working on the Winds of Autumn, and we started to play and to study and learn Jamaica Spice song. And for the most part, most students have been submitting their homeworks through Smart Music app, and I'm very excited to see that they have been practicing. Let me remind you that instruments, they need to take their instruments home at the end of the day. They're not to be kept in the closet, especially on weekends, because the more we practice and we rehearse here in the classroom, when they take home, they retain all the information to their long-term memory. So practice time is at home, rehearsing time is in the classroom. That's the motto in orchestra. So keep that in mind. Good job. Most of you have been asking me about after-school orchestra. This is specifically for second and third grade, and I'm very happy to announce that this year I'm not going to send an information meeting. I'm just informing you that we will begin our after school orchestra program, the primer orchestra, and these are for students who have no previous experience in music nor playing string instruments. We're talking about instruments, particularly violin and cello, and this is for second and third grade. For new students with no experience, we're going to meet on Wednesdays from 3:15 to 4 p.m. Wednesdays from 3:15 to 4 p.m. We're talking about second and third grade new students without any experience. On Thursdays, we're going to take the returning students. Those, most of them are third grade students. Third grade returning students, Thursdays from 3:15 to 4 p.m. Please look at the email that I'm sending you with the link to this video for more, and the attachment for more written information as to how are we going to be choosing the students and so forth. But just to let you know, we have a maximum capacity. This year, new students, we're going to accept 7 new students. Because my goal is to be able to work one-on-one with every student in everything that has to do with the posture of the instruments and learning to hold the instruments, to hold the bow, all the foundations of how to play a string instrument, and that requires a more one-on-one attention to the students. And so all that information is attached on this email. Well, that's all for today. I hope you have a safe weekend, and we'll see you in our next edition of Hooks on